Hello and welcome to my Calmsden farm let's play. Today we are starting with getting some grass cut. Last episode we got our sunflowers all done. We still need to get our corn done, but I would like to get the grass all cut before we get onto that. Might wait till the second day in October to do that. Now I'm going to see what the moor is like with this new to us Massey Ferguson that we got last episode. So it has only 31 horsepower more than the new Holland. The speed is a lot better. Acceleration is so much better. So far I've not really pushed it, we've only done like little things with it, and this is probably not something that we'd push it. The real test is going to be the baler setup that we have. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what that does with this. Because the new Holland did struggle, steering was really light, it was just, yeah, we got through it, but it was a challenge sometimes. So yeah, we'll get onto that shortly with the old baler. Obviously we'll have to wrap these, my most hated job. I hate wrapping bales. But it needs done. Yeah, we're going to do some grass work. And then we will do the corn harvest, which is going to be, hopefully, a nice big corn harvest. The first time I was doing corn as well on this map, so that'll be good. For now, I will get this done, and I will. He's going to move to the next field, and I'll give you a little update on what the tractor's been like. We've got the cow field done, nice and quickly. Our New Holland used to do this fine. It does struggle with power on the hills and things. Again, this just because of the extra power, this is yeah, it's clearly a marked improvement on what we had, which is really good, which is what we wanted. We didn't want to get something worse. But this is living up to what we were hoping for. Now starting to notice that the handling and the steering is a lot better. I think it's just with the tools we're using and one, the weight of the tractor and just how it's configured, it's just, yeah, it's superior. Obviously it's a newer model tractor. The New Holland was a model from like 20 years ago, so actually did the mod did a really good job on it, by the way. I really did love that tractor. But we just needed something a little bit better, and this is definitely that bit better. A marked improvement, but not like too stupidly powerful or bigger than we needed. It's just, yeah, it does everything that we need, just a little bit better. Yeah, we'll get this. I'll do 2 rounds of this, I think I'm going to do. Then I want to set a worker off because I do need to move the harvester to our cornfield. Now, the header does fold up, as you can see on the combine that we had in the field next to the grass field that we just done. If you didn't see it, you'll see it shortly. However, it's still mighty wide, so I don't know what route I'm going to go to field 25, which is like across the other side of the valley. So this might be trial and error. So I'll take you on that journey while we have a farmer getting this done for us. And then we also need to get the last load of sunflowers taken to the oil mill. We do still have a trailer full of sunflower seeds. So we can get that done once we get these 2 rounds, or this last round, blasted out. So I'll see you guys in a bit. tractor and our mower. So hopefully that'll get done nice and quickly. In the meantime, we need to try and shift this beast to that field over there. Now, there's a couple of ways we can go, and this first attempt is this way. I don't think the other way is actually going to work after just going through that way. If both fail, oh my god, that's tight. If both fail, we will just get a trailer. That'll be me into a wall. We're off again. This is actually better than I expected so far. I shouldn't have said that, something's going to go wrong, isn't it? Oh, this was... I'm trying to remember what this... I was on two wheels there. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what this was like. Then it's hard to remember what it's like because you don't come down in something that's so wide all the time. This is not designed for the little lanes of England. It's probably designed for going from a massive farm in America to another massive field in America over a highway at most. Oh, this fence is going to be the death of me, isn't it? Oh no, this is quite big. Oh, we're good. Good. Okay, this went a lot easier than I anticipated. That was not the arduous, hard-fought travel that I brought you along for. I do apologise that that wasn't as gripping as I thought. Okay, we'll leave this here for the night, and we will get into our other case to take our sunflower seeds to the oil factory. So I've just realised that we have forgotten about canola. I was going to put in canola to the field on the left where we had wheat, but you have to plant canola at a very odd time of year, which is September, and we're now in October, so that's not going to be on the table anymore. We're going to have to rethink what we're planting. My rough idea was to do canola, to do oats, and then soybeans. So we can still do soybeans, we can still do oats. So what else do we do? Now, we have an oil mill, an oil refinery, so I do think we should do some oil-based crops. So I think we might just do sunflowers again. So the top field, and what was the wheat fields, I think that's field 2 and 3. I think I'm going to do sunflowers. Field 6, which is the one next to the cow farm, I'm going to do an oats so that we get some straw for our cows. And then where we're going to do the corn, I think we're going to do soybeans. Because we've not done soybeans yet, so let's get them done. Yeah, total oversight. You used to do canola at the start of the year. It was one of the early crops you planted on FS22 with the basic geo. It's September, August, September. So totally bypassed it. We were doing all those lovely odd jobs, which took so much time by the way. And we forgot about it. But adapt and change, that's what we've had to do. Okay, so get this dropped here. And we'll have a quick look at the actual production list as well. Where is... We'll actually go through all our production. So silage we're out of. Lettuce, strawberries and fruit and veg are just always ticking over. Not too full, so we're not too bad. Our grain mill is getting through our wheat. We do have a lot of diesel. It's in the red, but it's still quite a lot of diesel in there, to be honest. Our chaff distributes anyway to our other silo that converts it into silage. Stones we just sell. Bakery, we are making bread because we've got a lot of flour. We are getting very low on eggs for the cake. Imagine we're going to run out of that at some point. I do have another almost full pallet, but I think I'll wait till I get 2 full pallets before I start up again because it does go through them quite fast. We're making butter and cheese. Both of them are there to get our milk down. open air, we're making the sugar beets. Which again, I've barely topped this up since I got it. It doesn't really use much. And you get a lot of this. Kind of feels like a cheat code, to be honest. Which then feeds directly into our sugar plant, which we have running. I did sell a load of this as well. It sells for 1,500 litres, so much better value than sugar beet. Even though you get two, blah blah. Yeah, it's like twice the price. We do have a lot of silage as well that we need to sell, so we're going to have a big time selling things. And here is our oil plant. We do have 140,000 oil in here. It does go through quite a lot, but we've not had it running much because we've literally just been in October and had it on today, so we might get a few pallets done by the end of the month. We'll see. But yeah, that's a rundown of all our productions. Now I need to go and check in with the, actually, I'll take this back and check on the Massey when we're going back. Because there's no point in this trailer being all the way here. So I decided to gamble and leave the tractor here. Because I think if we get the combine, which you can see in the distance, and come in the left and come around here, we might be full by here. Let's see how well that plan works. The Massey's doing well, half the field's done, so I'm going to go and finish that off. The light is failing. I did forget that we are in October, so we will probably just have to get that field cut, and we'll get on to the baling of it tomorrow. I'll go and get that done, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we start harvesting. It's harvesting time. So we got the other fields all mown. We do have quite a bit to do really in terms of other odd jobs. We got to get other fields mulched and everything. So we'll try and get that done after we get them baled. But the main thing is this episode is to get this done and our silage bales done. Anything else we can get is a bonus. We will have all of winter to probably end of the fields anyway, so it's not a massive rush to do that, but getting the silage bales made is a bit of a rush because we do want to get them off the field. So we do need to obviously lime and fertilise them. We do have a lot of slurry, so I need to look at getting a slurry tank as well actually to do them shortly. Okay, I'm going to time lapse the next 2 rounds like normal, and yeah, we'll see how far we get round before we're full. Has been round almost 2 times. As the first time I have struggled for power with the combine. I was really struggling to go up this hill. Might be an upgrade that we need to do. But anyway, when I was doing that, I was having a think. So we still rent this field, field 25. Now, I think if we cancel it or stop leasing it and then look to buy field 5, which is next to the fields we have, or 1, the profits that we make from everything that we're producing might work out better in the long run. So I think once we've harvested it, I think we're going to cancel the lease for field 25. But we've had 3 harvests of it now. I think that's a decent amount of time to have had it. It is a good size field. It is yields a lot. It's just it's out of the way. Not massively out of the way, obviously everything's quite close together. I think it would be better situated if we buy a field that is closer to our main farm. I'm going to be cheeky and cut through our grass field here because it's quicker. Yeah, I think we'll look at buying field 5 is the one just in front of us, that's white, and then field 1 is the one across the road from the main farm. I think that is going to be our options with field 25. I just don't think we need to keep the lease going. Right, we get this to the oil mill and then we will be back to the farm, not back to the farm, back to... Where are we going back to actually? I'm at the total wrong angle to get out this gate as well. We need to... What do we need to do? Oh, we've set this worker off, so he's probably going to be filling up really fast as well, because this fills up quite a lot. It's a high volume crop. So we're probably just going to have to mainly be trucking this and trying to do what we can of the baling as much as we can with how much volume of corn we're getting, which is a good thing. Very good thing. See you in a bit. Hopefully we'll be in the baler. So we've done the small field, big field, and I've done a lap of this. So had a decent bit of experimenting with this awesome new setup. And it is, yeah, it's everything we wanted, to be honest. It's got enough power so it's pulling it with ease, and then the hand's just, yeah, really good. So like the setup when we had it with the case was, the benefit of the power with the case was awesome. But then you didn't have the same, you didn't have the best handling just because it was so big. Especially on these wee fields with like the walls and stuff. Then the New Holland had the power issue and the fact that the steering just went because it couldn't handle the power, the weight of it. This overcomes both of those, so it's like almost a perfect tractor for this. Maybe put a little bit more power on it, maybe a little bit more weight, but for size wise and for manoeuvrability, it's really good. So we did a good purchase. For once. Not like the trailer, that was a belter. Anyway, yeah, we're getting this done and we're getting the cornfield. Should have just tried to do that as a single line, but we'll reverse like a lunatic. Skills. Yeah, we're getting the corn done as well. So the worker is doing the corn and I'm doing the many trips with the trailer to get the loads from it. So I'm just kind of doing this in between running loads for that. So we're doing quite a bit. I'm just going to keep cracking on with this and jumping in between that and the crane cart just to keep us going. I do probably want to try and get this wrapped as well, maybe. Or at least started on this episode. We'll see how our day goes. But yeah, there you go. We're 80% full. We'll get around to the bottom and I'll have to go and jump in the grain cart. That's our second load of corn. So get it stepped into the grain mill. I'll make us some flour. Which is going to be in the bread, because I had to turn the cake off because we ran out of eggs. I do have a pallet in a little bit at the chicken coop, but I would just like to get 2 pallets to bring because at least it makes sure that the production thing runs for a decent bit of time. You just put 1 in, it seems to be like a day and then it's out, so yeah, once I get 2, which might be next day, tomorrow, something like that, yeah, we can get that chopped up again and make some more cake. Once we get all this done as well, we need to see what we can actually sell, if there's stuff worth selling. We don't want to do a mad rush to sell everything at one time. Keep on top of it as we're doing some other field work. We'll get this dropped off and yeah, by the time I come back I'll probably have to empty the combine again, so see you then. So we're almost finished the baling. Still got a decent bit to do on the harvest side of it. There's the corn. So I'm going to get the actually returned the wrapper, so we might just have to buy one. We have the money now to just buy it outright. So we'll get that purchased. So we'll return this to this living place at the cowshed, and we will get ourselves a bale wrapper so we can start doing this. It's my most hated task on the farm, which is why I'm contemplating just selling this field after, because we have enough getting produced on the small cow fields. It kinda just doesn't warrant us doing this. Like, it pays good money, it is a lot of work. I would rather focus on getting our other arable stuff built up. So we could use the money from that field to help fund for another field or 2 fields if we're going to sell that one. So yeah, I think that's going to happen. We're just selling off everything. No, we're just going to be selling off everything so we can buy things that are more purposeful for the direction we're aiming to go. Which sounds really like corporate dribble, but it's kind of what I'm just looking to do, more arable things. So we could maybe get a new combine and things like that. So that's the wrapper purchased. Forgot to put it on self. Can't remember what I was going to say, self-ejection, but it's not that. We normally get like 50 odd bales from this field, and then like 14 from the other one. And like 14 silage bales is more than enough to feed our cows a year, but, well, it's 3 times a year. So my thinking is to just kind of go easy on the old grass stuff. Like, you only do it when we need to do it. So yeah, we've got all the equipment and we're maybe not using it, but at least when we do need to use it, we don't have to lease it. But yeah, we've done a lot of grass. I've done a lot of grass and other things I've done on FS22. It's just because it's really good money, that's the thing, but it's kind of grindy. And I'd like to just do a little bit of different things. I'd really like to do some root crop, but I don't think we'll do root crops on this let's. I think we'll wait till we move to another map, because realistically I'm probably going to have a maximum of 5 more episodes of this Let's Play. We've done 3 years, game years. We've achieved kind of everything that we've sort of looked at. We've paid off our loan, we've made cake. Yeah, I think we'll get it in a good place and then we'll move, try and find a new map. Now, quite a while I've been just doing UK maps. Kinda want to try maybe an American style map. I've not played one of them properly for quite a while. Sort of a big American map. And then we can do the things that we haven't really done maybe on this one. Look at corn chaff, possibly some potatoes, sugar beets, that kind of stuff. Cotton as well, to be fair, we could do that. Yeah, kind of the odd stuff, we might look to do that. The odd stuff to me, because I never do it. Right, I'll get this one set here, and I'm going to go and check on our worker, because he says he's full. So that's us got another full load. I do think we're going to have probably 1 or 2 more of these. So I got all this to go, which I'm not complaining about. I did quickly when I was looking to get the bale wrapper, quickly looked at how much an upgrade to our combine would be. So we sit at about the 450 horsepower mark. We only got a 10,000 litre bin. Kind of for it to get a case, we'd have to go to like a 250 series. I think we would have to, it seems to jump to like 600 horsepower, which is fine, that would be more than enough for some of the hills. You don't get anywhere like cutting area because we're taking 40 feet, 12 meters, so it's just for the bin size. The bin's 10,000 and you can get up to like 14, something like that would be better, a little bit better. Might be an option down the line, but we'll see. See how much money I get from selling all these fields. I think that's going to be our penultimate load. I think this might be our last field load, to be honest. I've only got a few bits and pieces left to take off on either side of the field. And then we'll be done with corn. We are getting kind of close to darkness and apparently rain is coming. So the quicker we get this done, the better. We're fairly getting through the bale wrapping as well. Yes, we'll hopefully wrap this all up in daylight. Hopefully. Keep our fingers crossed. It's a bit of about 250,000 worth of total grain. 200,000 of that is just from our corn, and then 40,000 is still from our wheat in the flour mill, grain mill. I keep calling it many different names, but I hope everyone knows what I mean. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of flour. So a lot of bread is going to be made. So we've just got this little strip to do, and then we are done with the corn. We're also almost out of fuel, but I think we'll be fine. It's still green, we're not in the red. We've also managed to stay in daylight for now. Get this done. Get it emptied into our trailer, and we'll be done with corn. Then we just need to get the bales wrapped, then that will be us for this episode. I should have turned it off before turning because it's really slow. And we'll be really slow going up the hill. This is where we could do with more power. Yeah, we definitely need more power, I think. We might look, depending on what kind of field we get with what we're going to sell and stuff, we may look at a bigger combine. So that's just getting the last bit into our trailer. I'm not sure how much we've actually got in our trailer. 14,000 we'll get. There's quite a bit of corn we got off this field. I'm not sure total number. I think it's about what, 200 last time. It's like 220,000 litres we got off this field. Okay, should we... I think I'll leave this here. And we'll try and get the wrapping all done. Wrapped up, shall we say. We'll get into the Massey and get that finished off, and then we can call it a day. So that is all our wrapping done. So we've managed to get our cornfield all done. We got these baled, we got these wrapped, and they're ready to go. We just need to ferment. Hopefully we'll get a good price for them on the next episode. Our productions are going well still. We'll get a lot more flour because we've got the corn in, and then our oil production should be going as well because we've got the sunflower. Got a lot done this episode, and we'll do a lot more in the next episode as well. For today, that is it. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and yeah, see you again. Goodbye.